In this guitar lesson, I'm going to show you all how to play the old traditional song called Railroad Bill. And we're going to play this with kind of a Chet Atkins style or a Merle Travis style, where we're going to have this alternating bass line that keeps going, kind of like this. And then we'll add some melody line notes to this. Real cool sound right there. So I'll break down exactly what I'm doing for y'all, and you probably saw right there, I'm using my flat pick and my fingers, so just hybrid picking, you know. But if you'd rather use a thumb pick, you can do that, or you could use just straight finger plucking if you want to. But we got two different arrangements we're going to work on in this lesson. The first arrangement, it's a little simpler, a little more stripped down. It's something I might play if I was going to play it and sing it at the same time. And then the second arrangement is a little more complex and pull in some more melody line notes. And the second arrangement is what I'd probably play for an instrumental break of the song or just a straight instrumental. So anyways, let's get to it. Let's start working through Railroad Bill. We'll go through the first arrangement right now. I'm going to pull up tablature and work through it a few measures at a time. For starters, you can see here that I've got my capo on the 2nd fret. And for all the tablature we'll be looking at, we're going to pretend that the capo is the open string, and then you got 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and so on. You know, pretty basic stuff right there. So on the screen, we've got the first line of this easier arrangement. First measure is a pickup measure that sounds like this. Just a little 4-note bass line walk. It's all down picks. Then that'll lead us into the second measure. In the second measure, that's where the main progression actually starts. Right here. And also right above the tablature, you can see we've written in the chord that you're going to be holding down. So we got the pickup measure and then 4 measures of the C major. I like to look at this hybrid picking pattern in 2 parts. The first part is the alternating bass line. Right there. And let's go ahead and learn those 4 measures of C. So form the C major chord with the left hand, and let's work on that bass line. So that's just going to keep repeating. And take a look at my left hand. You got to shift your left ring finger from the C to the G, back to the C to the G. So you can pause if you need to work on that bass line. And then from there you just layer in the melody line notes. Slow it down a little bit. Okay, so here's a little more breakdown on that for those of y'all that want it. If you already got that down, feel free to skip forward to the next section where we look at the next line with the tablature. But let's look at measure 2. Right there. So let's talk about the right hand. For measure 2, I'm doing pick, together, pick, middle, pick. Pick, together, pick, middle, pick. Pick, together, pick, middle, pick. And that first together is with my my right ring finger and my pick. So that's measure 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And pause if you want to work on measure 2. Then we go to measure 3, slightly different. So the right hand is together, pick, middle, pick, ring, pick. Together, pick, middle, pick, ring, pick. So memorize that right there, measure 3. So if you can get down measure 2 and measure 3, you can play this whole thing, because all you're going to do as far as the pattern goes, measure 2, measure 3, measure 2, measure 3. If that makes sense, just back and forth between those patterns. So depending on where you're at with this style of play, this may take you a little bit of work at first, but if you can get this down, you can play this entire arrangement here, because it's all real similar to that. Okay, so let's play this line one more time and then we'll move on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we'll go into the next 4 measures. Let's see, 6 through 9. Take a listen. Okay, measure 6, you can see we switched to an E major chord right there, and we also got this little hammer on right there. Just lift up your pointer and just hammer it back down. And over measures 6 and 7, the bass line that we're doing this time is this one. 6th string, 4th string, 6th string, 4th string. And then we're just going to layer in the melody line. So let's focus on measure 6 real quick. 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. measure 6. And then here's measure 7. Measure 7's a little tricky. And you can hear I'm doing kind of a slight bend with my left pinky. Let's forget about the bend right now and let's just learn this and get comfortable. And then you can add in that nice, tasteful bend. But without the bend, sounds like that. And at the beginning of measure 7, here we've gone to the E7 chord. So it's just an E major with your pinky down. Right there, third fret, 2nd string. And halfway through that measure, you lift up your left pinky. Okay, and then we got measures 8 and 9, where we switch to the F chord. Take a listen. Right hand is basically what we've already done, but the left hand, you're probably wondering, how am I playing this F chord? And all you got to do, just form a standard F major open chord. And you can leave the high E string, let that ring open, don't bar with your pointer, just arch it and let it ring open. You'll see why in a second. But it doesn't matter because we're not even going to pick up that high E string. And next step, just wrap your left thumb around to pick up the bass note in the 1st fret. And then you just got to do the Howard picking pattern. Bass line over the F, 6th string, 4th string, 6th string, 4th string, back and forth. So a little tricky with that F chord. It may take a little bit of work, but if you're ready, let's play this line one more time. It measures 6 through 9, and then we'll finish this up.